Okay, lovely yogis, just begin where you're quite happy to start, seated or lying down on your mats. It's been a warm day, so just being still is quite nice. Let everything sort of calm down. So just take a few moments, as we always do, just to arrive in this space. Taking some nice deep breaths, deeper than you normally would as you breathe day to day. Inhale, belly up to chest, and a nice slow exhale, perhaps a lovely long sigh as well. And as you do this, when I do this myself, that sigh on the exhale, it always tends to sort of really drop the shoulders and relax the perhaps tension in the back or the chest. So just noticing if you feel that as well. And checking in with how you're feeling today. It's always good to notice how we're feeling physically before practice, but also emotionally and mentally, whether we're busy or actually quite calm there. And just noticing the quality of your breath as well. Whether it's deep or whether it's quite shallow and you're only really breathing half the amount that we can. And what's your intention for your practice? It might be just to quieten the mind this evening, or to really relax through your body, through your muscles. And just perhaps that mind-body connection where you're just really conscious and in the moment and aware of what you're thinking and feeling all at the same time. So if you're lying down, begin to just hug your knees in. And if you're seated, you can just perhaps roll the shoulders and flex the spine. We're going to come up to Zazen and have a little bit of time for some quiet meditation. There's no rush, take your time. Yin is all about slowing down. In our very busy world, it's nice to just be conscious of doing things a lot more slowly. So joining me seated and getting comfortable, relaxing the shoulders, resting the hands, and without any agenda today, just maybe following the breath every now and then when the mind wanders off. We're going to sit with Zazen, which is just seated meditation. Allow the thoughts to drift through, perhaps trying to be conscious of thinking about what you're thinking. And just being with yourself, being content just to be in your body. So let's just pop the timer on for 5 minutes. Allow the eyelids to just gently close. And we'll just settle into this peaceful place. And just being aware of your mind and your body at the same time. Conscious of your breath. relaxing anything you find tense. Conscious thought. Staying relaxed. Let's take a few more breaths. And just gently coming back from your practice. Notice the difference. Even the subtleties, just maybe how quiet your mind feels, how soft your body feels when you come out of just being quiet for a little while. We're going to come into caterpillar, so a forward bend. Moving the body in all directions this evening, but being very gentle. So this is a whole gentle practice. So as you just sit with your legs out, walk out the sit bones. Always nice to feel connected to the mat. And when you're ready, we're just going to come forward. If you need something under your knees, that's always quite nice. Otherwise, just finding where you can let everything relax a bit more. And perhaps just note in your mind where you start with this posture, how it feels. And then after 5 minutes, whether you can really notice the gentleness of the stretch. Where does it start off being really tight? Perhaps your calf muscles and backs of the knees and thighs. Trying to still breathe deeply to the belly. Relaxing the shoulders, neck. And then mentally, where do you find yourself with this pose? Is it challenging? Is there some resistance? And perhaps as we're halfway through, there's a little bit more movement that you can explore. Can you come a little lower and still be relaxed and comfortable? Where do you feel it most? Lovely for your bladder meridian. Let's just take 2 more breaths here. Make them really conscious. Notice where you started and where you feel like you've progressed into the pose. And then when you're ready, gently lifting up, really nice and slowly, feeling that release perhaps in the backs of your legs. Come up slowly. Try not to be too dizzy in the head. And then coming down. And staying with that feeling of that fold forward, that flex in the front of the body and the extension through the back. And how long does it take to really relax through the back of your body? How many deep breaths? How much tightness are you holding in your belly as well? When does it feel right to just let the chin tuck in? Lengthen the back of the neck. Are you still tense in your lower back muscles? So when you're ready, let's gently bring the right knee in, nice and slowly, then the left, observing how it feels and how we change the shape of the spine. Deep breath. So having come forward, we're going to come back into bench now. So literally take the body in the opposite direction. So as you roll up, grab your cushion and we'll come straight back over it. Allow yourself to choose. Normally I take my cushion a little bit further away so that I don't curve too much into lumbar spine. But if you want to, bring the cushion back up to the body and you'll feel a lot more of a curve in the lower back. Depends whether you want that to be softer and then just experience more of a thoracic, the upper back curve. So allow yourself to choose how you want to come into this particular pose this evening. Allow yourself to get comfortable wherever you are. Let the head be supported and the neck be supported. Relax your legs. Just allow your body to become quite heavy, supported by whatever props you're using. Deep belly breaths. Notice if this is a welcome pose this evening. As we lie against this pillow and open the heart, it encourages a sense of feeling supported in an emotional sense. There's many times in life when perhaps we feel let down or really not supported emotionally. So this pose can really help. Relaxing your face. Let's just take a few more breaths here. And really slowly lifting our head, coming up. Popping the cushion the side, coming down and enjoying how nourishing that pose felt. Inhale with a nice long sigh. Just again, noticing how long it takes to really allow the spine to just collapse and relax to the mat. And then very gently we'll hug in. So now we're going to come into twist with twisted deer. In a moment we'll grab our bolsters. Just take a little moment to rock here first. And then coming up. As I've got my bolster to my right, I'm going to start with it in this direction. So right shin to your front, left leg just swings round to your side and pulling in your bolster to your hip. We'll just gently come down. Turning belly to bolster and resting down. Rest your head, rest your arms. Nice deep inhale just to settle. And enjoying this pose just like you're cuddling your bolster. Perhaps close your eyes. And as you breathe, just enjoy the deepness of the breath, but allow it to still be nice and gentle. Seeing what else you can relax. Especially around the head and neck and your face. If you want to extend your left leg sort of a little bit further behind, you can explore that. And then we'll take one more breath. When you're ready, lift up slowly. Keep your bolster handy because we're going to just take it to the other side when we come up for the other side. Just lying down. Relax. Feel whatever you feel, the subtleties of chi moving around your body. Nice gentle belly breaths. Notice if it's easier to relax out of twisted deer than it is through the spine with the other poses. So when you're ready, let's hug in. Nice little rock on your back. And gently coming up, swapping the legs round so left shin comes to the front. Right leg to the side. And again, pulling that bolster in to the hip and belly down. Such a gentle, supportive pose, this one. But even though you feel you're resting on this bolster, try and relax the head and the neck. Tuning into where it feels that the body moves as you breathe, belly, chest. Noticing the back ribs and side ribs. How do you feel in this pose? Does it feel nice this evening? Can you feel the breath in the right side of your waist? What else can you relax? Hands, wrists, perhaps. More through your neck. Perhaps noticing so far which poses have felt good through the body, have been beneficial. Let's take a nice long deep breath here. Slowly coming out into neutral. Noticing not just how you feel physically when you come out of that pose, because it's so supportive and nourishing, but also how you feel within, how your sort of spirit and your soul feels when you've just been able to lean on something and it's supported you. Let's come down. Perhaps you can feel some tingling on the side of your face, where your head has been against the bolster. Relaxing lower back and all the muscles. Wrists, hands, arms. Noticing whether your breath is naturally becoming deeper and longer and nourishing. So we're going to come into banana now. Draw your knees in for a moment. And then extending legs down over to the right to start. Right foot over left. Shoulders top right. So shuffling those shoulders top right, relaxing through your buttocks. And then wherever you want your arms, if you want them overhead, or cactus, or if you're just really happy this evening to have them down by your side, wherever they're comfortable. Lovely stretch to the left side of your body, Ida, feminine energy. And we'll target both sides, but this is relating to winding down, yin, calming. So relax the sides of your waist. Notice if there's a little bit of tension there and lower back. Relaxing shoulders, drawing them away from the ears if they feel like they're near. And as you breathe, just enjoy where you feel the breath move in your body. Perhaps it feels more on the left and less in the right. And we'll take a few more breaths. Just follow that last breath really consciously, and then we'll come back into neutral spine, just moving feet across, shoulders, just so that we come back into alignment. Have a few moments here. And then ever so gently, feet over to the lower left corner, with your left foot over your right ankle. Perhaps release the buttocks and then shuffle your shoulders top left. Again, as you did with your arms on the other side, perhaps mirror that feeling. Deep breath, relax. Notice what's going through your mind. Just try and be the witness to your thoughts every now and then. The conscious observer. Feeling the breath in the right side now. And just following your thoughts. Keep relaxing. Notice if any tension just finds its way back. And let's take 2 more conscious breaths. Gently moving back into center, really slowly. And just enjoying whatever after effect you feel. So we've been forward and backwards with the body, twisting, and now side lateral stretches. So we'll just take a few more breaths here and then we'll come into waterfall, which is a lovely way to end practice, gentle inversion. So hug your knees in. Gentle rock. What do you feel as you rock from one side to the other, nice and slowly? Aware if anything feels better than when we started. Perhaps there's a bit more spaciousness in your back and your spine. And then when you're ready, let's just roll up gently so that you can grab your pillow. And then just a gentle wedge under the buttocks, lifting your legs up. And enjoy. Close your eyes. Nice bend in your knee if you're comfortable here. Tuning into your third eye. If you just gaze ahead into the void, looking between your eyes closed. And perhaps asking for any inspiration, ideas, if you need answers to anything. Perhaps your guidance comes in the form of an image or a memory, or perhaps just thoughts. As you lie here, notice if your breath is quite shallow or if you can consciously deepen. Can you stay following your breath and conscious of your thoughts? As you're still in this pose, just take the opportunity to really follow your breath down from the belly as you breathe in, all the way up into the chest towards the head. And like a wave, it can become quite lovely and rhythmic. And with one more deep breath, let's take this breath together. Inhale. Exhale. We can start to just bend the knees and lower the feet. Nice and slowly. Just enjoying all these simple movements as we roll out. Just pop the cushion aside. Finding Shavasana, neutral spine. And just as you lie here, take a moment to notice how sort of loving towards yourself you may be feeling. Maybe even if you can't get to that loving feeling, appreciative or liking. So we're going to come into relaxation now. If you want to remain lying down and just enjoying the stillness here, you can. Or if you'd prefer seated, please do. Whatever feels right for you. So relax. This is a card I've never had before. Let me just see what this says, gives to us today. Now this is a card that has two names on it. It's Grace and Antoinette. So a little bit of wisdom for you this evening. Grace and Antoinette. To help heal this situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. This misunderstanding has occurred because of judgments about the other person's motives and character. To heal the situation, the judgments need to be released. Instead of seeing someone as good or bad, have compassion and know that everyone is doing the best they can. Instead of pitying someone, see that person's inner strength and godliness. In that way, you can encourage divine light to be expressed within the other person and yourself. You are protecting something from your own shadow side. Sorry, you are projecting something from your own shadow side onto the other person. So this situation is an opportunity for you to clear away an ego issue. Simply affirm, I am willing to release that part of me that is irritated when I think of you. We angels are helping to heal the situation miraculously so that everyone will forgive and forget judgments and act responsibly. Compassion is the key. So I shall leave that one with you in case there is anything that is current in your life or historical, where there's the opportunity to see the other side with compassion and non-judgment. Very gently when you're ready. Just bringing your awareness back now. Deep breath and a sigh. And if you're lying down, just bring the knees in gently, maybe moving fingers and toes as well. Slow movements. And then when you're ready, gently roll up to seated. Have a moment just to settle. And then we can bring our hands together at heart. Om Shanti. Namaste.